Hey guys, it's DJ Vinyl Vertigo here. I'm in the mood to make another quick video. This is probably very quick because I probably will fail at this. I'm going to try something that I normally don't do, and I'm only going to do it one time, I think, because this is not my thing. I don't want to take someone else's stuff, but I just want to try it. It's called whack-a-mole. Mazzy calls it a whack-a-mole. Norman Waslov, his channel, which is a great channel, and he does a really excellent whack-a-mole because he knows his stuff. He knows his records. I buy a lot of records, and I buy more than I can listen to sometimes, and so sometimes I can't tell you much about a record because I've only listened to it once or something. So this is going to really be an interesting thing. So I'm going to pick 5 records, and I'm going to see if I can talk to you about them. And if I can't, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you, I don't know much about this, but I bought this because blah, blah, blah. So let me just do it. I'm going to just go like this. I hope I pick a good one. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I have my 5 records. Oh no. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a quick one. um, this first record I hardly listen to. I do know it's an indie rock band. It's called the band is called Good Morning 7. And they were the opening band when I went to see Waxahachie. She's a really great singer-songwriter, indie rock, But this is the opening band, and it's 2 records. I bought their record at the show. I'd never heard of them before, and came with a poster. How much I can tell you. And they're kind of like the Decemberists, or like more like Dawes, you know what I mean? So they're kind of Americana, indie rock. I thought they were really good. So, and this record is called Good Morning. The band is called Good Morning 7. And the album cover is kind of weird, but that's the song list on there. If anybody knows about this band, maybe you want to put something in the comment section to help me out. I can't believe it's the first thing I picked out. Oh my god. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Already not doing so well. Alright. Oh, it has a little card in there that tells you you can now get the digital. Alright. This one I do know. Yeah. Steve Winwood, one of my favorite rock singers. Back in the High Life. Now, this has a love-hate relationship. A lot of people have a love-hate relationship with this record. It is a great record, but it is definitely dated. It's 80s, but it's good 80s. And it was probably one of his most pop records. I mean, if you listen to a lot of his stuff, a lot of his records tend to be more... Most of his records tend to be more blues-oriented, bluesy rock-oriented, or have that kind of Traffic sound to it. But he went through a period in the 80s where he hit upon something where he had some hooks and some songs, and so he was really popular. And he had several albums that were really, really pop-oriented, that were very MTV-ish. And so some people really didn't like that period. And, the album that had rolled with it, that kind of stuff. But this is called Back in the High Life, and this has really great stuff. Well, Shaka Khan's on this record, so it's got to be good, right? Um, she's actually on Higher Love. She sings back up on Higher Love. Um, but it has great songs on here. Higher Love, Take It As It Comes, Freedom Overspill, Back in the High Life Again, which is the finer things. The finer things are kind of, this album makes me think, I mean, I know it wasn't produced by him, but it makes me think a lot of Phil Collins. It's got that kind of sound to it to me. The Finer Days, definitely, that sounds like Phil Collins to me all the way. My Love's Leaving is a great ending song on there. Split Decisions is the one that's the least. It's like, it's okay. But Wake Me Up on Judgment Day, oh, that's my jam. He sings his buttocks on that one. It's incredible. But I think this is a classic. Again, some people find this to be a little too poppy, too sellouty, I guess. I don't know, some people, but I like it. I think it's really, really good. This is from 1986. So it's right in the crux of all that time when all the MTV kind of stuff was happening. And yeah, got a lot of airplay. This artist I love. This record of this artist I do not know at all. I may have listened to half of it once, and you know what? I'm going to keep it out and I'm going to listen to it. This is Citizen Cope, The Pull of Niagara Falls acoustic LP, Volume 1. And it's produced by Clarence Greenwood, which is his real name, Clarence Greenwood. And this is from 2020 on Rainwater Records. And I can't tell you anything about this record. Well, can't tell you anything about this record. I can tell you that he's kind of indie rock. He's very soulful. He sounds like there's a persona that he has when he sings. He sounds really like very like lo-fi, very laid back, almost like a laconic kind of hip hop sound. Very much like with a higher voice though, but almost like Everlast, if you're familiar. Yeah, he's got that kind of sound, kind of southernish, very laconic, very laid back and brooding, very moody kind of stuff. But I really dig his music. He's really, really good. I have a lot of his CDs. This is the only vinyl that I have of his. And it's so funny. It's the only vinyl I have of Citizen Cope, and I haven't really listened to it. So I'm keeping it out. I'm going to listen to it. That's going to help me to start investigating the records that I don't listen to. Okay. I'm really betting. This is bad. This is bad. Another artist I love from the jazz world. And this is on CTI, and I love the CTI because I love how glossy they are. George Benson, Body Talk. This is a good record, actually. I've listened to this. This is arranged and conducted by Pee Wee Ellis, and has 5 songs on it, 5 pieces. Dance, When Love Has Grown, Plum, Body Talk, and Top of the World. And really, it's a really good, he's a guitar player, jazz guitar. And on this, Earl Klug, another guitar player, plays with him on this. Ron Carter on bass, Gary King on bass, Dak DeJohnette on drums, Mobutu on percussion, Harold Mayburn on electric piano, Gerald Chamberlain and Dick Griffin on trombone. On trumpet and flugelhorn are John Faddis, John Gatchell, and Wayman Reed. And on tenor sax is Frank Foster. And this was recorded in July of 1973, engineered by Rudy Van Gelder at his studios. Okay? And, yeah. The cover's great. Yeah. It's called Body Talk. Look at Mr. Cool. Yeah. Um, 70s. So it's kind of it's a little bit more modern jazz, I guess. Not so much bebop or anything like that. Um, just a little bit more modern. Not smooth jazz, but definitely a little bit more modern than like 50s and 60s jazz. It's obviously 70s jazz, so it's a little bit more. Probably, I think there's strings on this too, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I don't see any strings here, but he tended to have strings on a lot of his records later on, so I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm going to leave Whack-A-Moles to Mazzy. But I'm not afraid. I'm still going to post this, so. Last but not least, I can tell you everything about this record. This was somebody who... she's a female wanker to me right now. I just find her to be a wanker. She's so removed from reality. It's shameful. But when she was good, she was really good. And this is at a point when she was really good. Janet Jackson. What can I say about Janet Jackson? I'm not going to talk about her now, because Janet Jackson now I don't relate to, but Janet Jackson from 1993, definitely I can relate to that woman. And this is the Janet record, the famous photograph, which was on the cover of Rolling Stone, the full photograph on Rolling Stone. This album cuts out the middle part where it's somebody's hands. I guess it was her husband's hands. I think his name was Esposito. Her husband's hands were on her boobs, covering her boobs. Yeah. It was on the cover of Rolling Stone, if you remember that. It's a gatefold with all the lyrics. And this is a reissue. But this has That's the Way Love Goes, of course. You Want This, If, wow. Throb, great song. Because of Love. I can't read. Anytime, Any Place is on here. That's all I can think of right now, but those are the big ones. Those are the big songs. But this is a wonderful record. It just is a very sexy record. It's sexy R&B. It's not really soul. Obviously, it's R&B and pop, and dance. But it's very sexy. And it's Janet at her sexiest, I think. She went from being this power chick to this really sexy chick, and then she went into all these other things. But and now I don't know what's going on with her. But this period, the '90s period of Janet Jackson, was just incredible. Janet, period. And the hype sticker says has a hidden bonus track called "Whoops Now." But That's the Way Love Goes, If, again, Anytime, Any Place, yeah. Worldwide hits, it says. Yeah, the videos that accompany this are just unbelievable. Well, her videos were always great. And the first big albums of hers, because she had 2 albums out before Control, if you didn't know that. Because Control was not her first album. That was her 3rd album. And then she had Rhythm Nation, and then this, and then The Velvet Rope, and then All For You. And then to me, after that, it just kind of went downhill after that. But yeah, this was a great period, a hype period for Janet Jackson. And if you really, I mean, to me, the best record to get for Janet Jackson are probably Control and Rhythm Nation. But if you want a sexy Janet Jackson, This is the one. Yeah. Doesn't have as many hits, but as an album, it really works really well. Just look at her. That's her at her best. All right. Um, that's it. Nazi, you you've got this. I don't. I don't think I'll do this again. Um, I'll try to find another thing to do. Maybe I'll just talk about things that I've been listening to, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. But whack-a-moles are not for me. I didn't look at it all. Anyway, you guys take care. Keep listening to great music. Don't laugh at me too hard. Okay? Bye.